everybody, and welcome to my 200th video. Can you believe it? I have done 200 videos and you are not sick of me yet. I can't believe it. So I had a few options of what to do with this video, and the most popular choice was to do a tour of my house, because after I did the tour of my movie room, everyone was like, oh my god, what else have you got? And so, you know, I'm just like, back off guys, just leave me alone, you know, it's hard being a celebrity. So anyway, I am now going to take you for a tour of my house. Many thanks to my friend Justin, aka Jay the Bald Guy, who's on the other side of this camera. I just figured it was going to be a lot easier having him doing it rather than trying to hold it and show you things and everything. So without further ado, let's go have a look. So one of the first things that you notice when you walk into my place is that I am in fact a very big Star Wars fan. I posted pictures on Instagram and stuff a little while back of all these character cutouts that I've got everywhere. So yeah, we'll get into those a bit deeper soon. But yeah, I don't really know how to do this. Like, this is a bit weird, but I'll just show you around. So for starters here, this is my TV area and stuff where I have my collection of Fast and Furious cars, because yeah, a little while back when I actually started liking these movies, I started collecting the cars, which were sort of like action figures in a way to me, because the cars do play such a big part of the film. And yeah, in a way I kind of looked at these like action figures. So I started collecting them and couldn't stop. That's just how it is when I collect stuff. I just can't stop. What else is interesting? I got a Han Solo carbonite money box that is full of my YouTube earnings, because I'm such a popular YouTuber. Yeah, no, that's not at all true. Down here, well, we've got various video game systems. I've got a Nintendo Mini that Justin and I have just been spending many minutes playing. I've got a PS2, a Nintendo Wii, and a PS4 over there. Yeah. I've also got some action figures here. I got Supergirl, Wonder Woman, and that First Order Stormtrooper is actually a model kit that I put together. And the reason he's over here is because my Black Series shelf, I only have original trilogy figures. So yeah, he was fun to build, but he doesn't really belong anywhere. So yeah, he just stays there with the girls. This here, a lot of people seem to love this. It's an R2-D2 trash can, but I keep all of my Nintendo peripherals in there, all the controllers and whatnot. And he kind of reminds me of like a South Park Canadian. He's like, hey guy, what are you doing, guy? I'm not your friend, guy. Anyway, that's just stupid. Over here, now this is going out in particular to my friend Fraser Jubb, who's another movie reviewer on YouTube, who absolutely loves Guardians of the Galaxy. I did promise him that I was going to show him these. So this is my Guardians of the Galaxy Hot Toys collection. The only ones that I've got so far, at the moment I don't have Drax because he came out considerably later than the other ones. And these things are worth like several $100s each, so yeah, haven't exactly been in a huge hurry to pick him up, but I will eventually. But yeah, I really love these figures, they're absolutely amazing. Alright, moving on over here, this is my absolute pride and joy. Yeah, my biggest thing that I collect are Star Wars 6-inch Black Series figures. And I only collect the original trilogy because it's kind of a, whoops, there goes Luke. It's kind of a tribute to the old 70s Kenner figures that I was obsessed with when I was a kid. I'm now obsessed with these as an adult. And I kind of keep them in sort of episode order. We've got like a New Hope stuff up here. I've got my Tatooine shelf and my Death Star shelf, followed by my Empire Strikes Back shelf. Most of these are action figures. There are a few model kits that I've put together as well, which were a hell of a lot of fun. And I also want to say a bit of a shout out to my friend Tony, aka Captain Cinema, for getting me the Spirit of Obi-Wan figure, which I still absolutely love. And I got them flanked by R2 and 3PO because they're probably my two most favorite Star Wars characters. So yeah, that's them. Always keep a fresh copy of Empire magazine there, so when people walk in, they know you love movies. That's the only reason I have that there. Moving on over here, we got more Star Wars Black Series stuff. These were the 40th anniversary figures that came out that yeah, were sometimes kind of hard to come by, but I managed to collect the entire set, which I was really happy about. Like this one here, for instance, this Luke Skywalker figure is worth about $300 alone. That was the most difficult one to come by. This one here was bought for me by my good friend Barnster69. Yeah, I really love these figures because they're yeah, they're done like the original 70s Kenner packaging, so yeah, there's a bit of nostalgia involved with those, but yeah, I don't think I'll ever be opening them. This is where I surround myself with Star Wars people, which can get a little bit weird sometimes, especially last night when I was watching a movie on TV, and yeah, when the screen went dark, I just saw the silhouette of Darth Vader in the background behind me, and there was poop. There was poop. I had this green katana that was inspired by Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, because there was the green jade sword in that movie, and shortly after I saw that, I loved that movie so much I went and bought a green sword, because that's just how my brain works. This here is actually something pretty cool, not that you can really see, but I have a bunch of Star Wars posters, like original theatrical posters in there from the, the special editions and the prequels. So there were, and I'll probably be putting these on the screen just to demonstrate what I'm talking about rather than taking these out, but there were 4 posters for the special editions, 1 for each movie and then 1 for all 4. And there were 2 posters for each of the prequels, a teaser poster and a main poster. And yeah, I actually have all of those in here, so I don't know what I'll do with them because I'd love to put them up around this place, but unfortunately I'm not allowed to put posters on the walls, which is why they kind of look a little bit bare. But yeah, if I had my way, this place would just be nothing but movie posters, but sadly that's not the case. Here I have a collection of books that it's kind of an eclectic collection. I usually go for things like serial killer books or true story books on bands and stuff like that. I have this book here that my sister wrote. Yes, my sister actually wrote a book. So yeah, you can get online and order that, and that will make her really happy. Naturally, I have this book because I just don't think I've been talking about this enough lately, but yeah, there it is. What else have I got in here? That globe up there is a jigsaw puzzle, which was a lot of fun to put together. And then I have a bunch of Star Wars Action Fleet vehicles, which I'm a big fan of. Got quite a collection of Star Wars books down here as well, some really cool stuff. This one here is probably one of my favorites. It's the costumes of the original trilogy. Yeah, which gives you like really cool photos of a lot of the costumes and the stories behind them, what went into making them and stuff like that. That is one of my most favorite books. And I have this book here that I'm currently giving away on my channel, so if you want to win this book, this Avengers Ultimate Character Guide, go to my Black Panther review. Have a look. Over here I have a collection of Disney Infinity figurines that are used for playing these characters in the video game. And yeah, I really dug these figurines and kind of went nuts collecting them, and had a big help from my friend Steve Kirkham, who lives over in Canada, who was able to acquire a lot of these ones that I couldn't get. And sadly the Disney Infinity range was discontinued, so they're not actually making any more of these, which yeah, I was really bummed about that, because yeah, I liked them a lot and I wanted more. I wanted to basically probably fill this entire room just with Disney Infinity figures, but that's never going to happen. Over here I have some more toys, of course. I've got a Zatanna figure, who is one of my most favorite DC comic characters. Ash from Army of Darkness. I got some random military guy down here who I've had for a million years. I don't know, he just sits there and guards everybody. I've got my Planet Minogue World Champion trophy. It's actually Planet Mini Golf. That's kind of a really big in-joke between me and my friend Steve, but yeah, I'm the world champion, so there. I have this Mickey Mouse thingy here, which you can pull a string and he says stuff. Yeah, we all are deep down inside Mickey. No, the historical significance behind this was when I was like 5 years old, I had one and I took it to primary school, and this random kid came up and wanted to play with it. the mouse that is, and we've been best friends ever since. So yeah, it's nearly 40 years now that we've been friends, and yeah, I went onto eBay once and found it, and it wasn't that expensive, so I thought, yeah, I'll have one of those just to symbolize our friendship and the fact that I can't get with him. That's the yard where my cat goes and plays, so who cares. Over here we have my garage. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into this one, but yeah, I could probably do like a 5-hour video on just what is in this garage alone. I'm not even going to go through everything because there's just too much. I've got like 3 huge boxes of Nerf guns. I've got so many toys and action figures. There is just way too much stuff in here to go through. So you're just going to have to use your imaginations and imagine what could be in these mysterious boxes. The upstairs level, there's not really that much up here. My bedroom, I still don't have any shelves or drawers or anything, so it's essentially just a big floor drobe. In this room I have most of my filmmaking equipment and a model of the Titanic that I've still got to put together at some point. But yeah, not much in here. This cupboard here is probably worth mentioning because I do have in here mostly like board games and stuff, including several copies of Star Wars Trivial Pursuit, which is basically the only Trivial Pursuit that I like. Not that anybody will ever play it with me because I win too much. What else have I got in here? I also have a 100th edition Batman figure from, I think it was Kenner. Was it Kenner? Yes, it was Kenner. Yeah, which is still in its box. There it is. I have here Run DMC's autograph to me, which was pretty cool, I suppose. And down the bottom there, I've just got the boxes from all of my previously shown Guardians of the Galaxy Hot Toys figures. In here is my movie room, of course, that everybody's already seen. There's a few little differences since I did my tour of this room. For starters, I found my Spinal Tap figures, so I've put them on my shelf. I've also collected the 3 DeLoreans from the different Back to the Future films. And I have this as well that I'm going to mount somewhere. It's a replica of the bride's sword from Kill Bill. The Hitari Hanzo? Hitari Hanzo? Was that it?
Yeah, Hattori Hanzo.
Hattori Hanzo, yes. Yeah, the sword that a neighbor of mine once gave to me. He was a bit of a pop culture enthusiast as well, aka nerd. And they were moving out and he just said to me, "Do you want this?" I was like, yes. So I have that, which is pretty cool. And I've got this shelf over here now as well, which is full of my TV series Blu-rays and just a bunch of movie-related action figures on the top. And that pretty much concludes the tour of, well, everything that's sort of interest in my house anyway. Like I said, bathrooms and stuff, it's just the same old crap. There's nothing really of any interest in there. There was also a big stack of posters that I forgot to point out in the garage. And somebody suggested once that I should probably go through those in a video one time. So maybe I'll do that. But anyway, that pretty much concludes what I wanted to show you. Thank you very much for sticking around through this and for the previous 199 videos as well. I really appreciate everyone who's been tuning in and following my channel and stuff. So here's to the next 200. Stay tuned for more reviews, and also when the Oscars come up, this guy behind the camera and we're going to be doing a live watch-along of the Oscars. So yeah, I think that could be a bit of fun. So stay tuned for that one as well. So thank you again. You guys are absolutely awesome, and I will catch you in the next video.
Click subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest movie reviews. Skynet will be taking over any day now, so what have you got to lose? Nyah.